Now, am I the only one that retrospectively gets kind of sad that they kind of did have the chance to fly on a now retired airliner? Like, this is the MD-11, which flew for KLM up until 2014 when it had its last flight on the 26th of October. I mean, I could have flown that airliner. I was 9 at the time, but I could have. So I guess let's talk a little bit more about dying airliners. Welcome aboard the Boeing 717, a plane that we've had for the Microsoft Flight Simulator for a few years now. It's not very good, but look at this. I've installed 3 liveries. Why? Everybody's Hawaiian, Delta, and Qantas Link, which are the only airlines that still operate this plane. Hold on, I think that's wrong. In fact, to be specific, we need to delete the Qantas Link now. Because 2 days ago, the airline of Australia had its last flight with the airplane model. Yes, they have officially retired it. Now, it's only Delta and Hawaiian who fly this plane. Yes, the 717 is probably the most unsuccessful Boeing airplane that was ever made. Only 156 of these were ever built, and only 90 of them are still flying around. So let's go ahead and jump into this airplane and find out why. Maybe here in the Qantas Link livery. And take a look at this airplane sitting on the ground. And of course, it reminds you of the McDonald's MD-80. Yeah, because it is kind of an MD-80, or rather a shortened derivative, a smaller brother. Obviously, this was back from the time when Boeing had bought McDonnell Douglas and kind of took over this design. So yeah, even in the Boeing family, this airplane has always been sort of an adopted child that wasn't really loved a lot. But let's take a look into the cockpit, where we see quite a modern glass cockpit indeed. Let's turn on the airplane. This airplane in itself is not very old at all. In fact, it's quite up there. And it's funny to say that this airplane probably was the last really reliable Boeing airplane. Literally. The 737 MAX had issues, the 787 had issues. Heck, I think the 797 will even have tons of issues. This plane never did. It has a perfect safety record. No one has ever died on a 717 airplane. Maybe have a heart attack, but who knows? Okay, the airplane in the inside is actually quite loud and not very comfortable because the main design still is from the MD-80. Let's turn on the APU here. This is an immensely unrealistic airplane. Yeah, it's Captain Sim who, I mean, what do you expect, honestly? Look at the ram air turbine. Doesn't even come out. That's very weak. And the APU's already on, like, automatically. That's funny. Let's turn this on here. Try the engine starter. All right, there you go. Right engine already turns on and 2 compressors coming on. That is beautiful. Perfect. See some spinach in that engine. That's very nice. Now, why was this plane so unsuccessful? Well, it was obviously marketed as a regional airplane, seating 100 people. But 100 people airplane is quite a weird market indeed. Because, your plane is always going to be too small for relatively medium haul operation, but kind of too big for actual regional flying. It's hard to find a location where airlines can really fill up all the 100 seats on a super short flight from like Appleton to Chicago. Which is why regional airplanes like the CRJ-200, for example, are far more successful. Whereas, for example, the bigger CRJ-1000, which also seats around 100 people, is not very successful at all. Only 63 of these were built ever. Shh. Shush. Well, shut up. There you go. Let's put flaps to take out positions. Yeah, these engines are, I guess, ready to roll. So let's go ahead and roll. Yeah, and this airplane is complaining. It even has the McDonnell Douglas sound. Now, Qantas Link kind of found this airplane great because, especially in Australia, there's lots of remote places, but there's a lot of people living there, and you need a plane, definitely. So that was a great market. Hawaiian finds the plane great because this plane is great for island hopping that have enough people to serve them. Now, let me do a little of a performance test. Now, Qantas only flies here with some, what is that, like a Q300 airplane here to Lord Howe Island. Very Australian indeed. Let's maybe see. Come on, take off. Now, this probably, I mean, this add-on absolutely sucks. You can definitely see this is from the A320 primary flight display. So probably this thing will behave like an A320 anyway, but maybe the performance will be similar. Now, Qantas are replacing this airplane with the Airbus A220, yes, the Bombardier C-Series, and so is all the other airlines. So is Delta, and so is Hawaiian. I think Hawaiian's already ordered. Let's go take off, by the way. Come, don't let me down, 717. Come on. Trying to prove that you're not worthy to die. Yes, and it isn't worthy to die. There we go. That's gone relatively well. There we go. Landing gear up. We are able to pull up in the beautiful 717. Something you're not going to see a lot anymore. I mean, I've never seen this airplane in real life. Oh, and we... Stall. And we have McDonnell Douglas callouts. That's kind of nice to see. She is so excited about the stall. Let's try to come in for our landing again here at the Lord Howe Island. And maybe reset the... There we go. Brighter. Come on, all is well here. Let's get the flaps down. Shut up, airplane. You're doing absolutely fine. We're giving it full power. We can't really hear it. Once again, this airplane with its 5-seating arrangement is known as relatively cramped on the inside. I've never flown it in real life. And once again, the engine sounds of those Rolls-Royce is quite audible. Obviously, it's also because the engines are directly attached to the fuselage. Something that isn't the case on the beautiful new Airbus A220. Although that has engine issues. Wouldn't trust it. All right, come on, let's land now. Shh. I don't even know what you're saying. All right, you know what? I don't care if you die. Stop screaming at me. What's wrong with the speed brake? It's not even out. All right, now we've lost some instruments. I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Captain Sim, for creating this beautiful work of art. Let's land. You're doing fine. Shh. And we couldn't even hear the rest of the call-outs now. Thank you very much. For some reason, my rudders aren't working very much. Let's go full power into the reverse thrust. I need you to go full power into the Don't you dare. Oh, yes. Take a look at these beautiful shovel reverse thrusts here. It's funny to see this airplane was produced up until 2006, and so Boeing built these reverse thrusters on their airliners up until that time. Very funny to see that. Must have been a lot of racket here. Okay, we've crashed. We've died. Rest in peace. Kind of fits the whole topic. Now, this is the Delta 717. Doesn't it look cute? Little Barbie jet. You know, now they are still flying around this plane, but again, not for long. The official plans over at Delta is to retire all 717s by December 2025, sounding very similar to the Hawaiian Airlines, which prepares to retire its iconic Boeing 717 fleet by 2025 as well. So everybody, 717 is going to die. We're going to have a funeral before GTA 6 comes out. Isn't that great? Let's maybe see if it's going to die here. We're at Mountain Air in North Carolina. Come on, let's use every single inch of this runway. The sound design is not amazing at all. There's like no difference between reverse thrust. This airplane will just complain about you. All right, there you go. Let's go flying now. Full power into those engines. Toga, as it says here. Very Airbus of you, 717. Okay, come on, you can do it. You can do it. There's just a little slope right there that we have to go up. All right, come on, fine. Are you doing fine? I'm actually not sure. Come on, 80 knots, 90 knots. You should be able to fly soon. Just a little drop, a few trees. This airplane is retired anyway. No one gives a damn at this point. Come on. Yes, take a look at this. Perfect. You know, I kind of feel sad now because this plane is kind of loved, right? And all I've ever done in this video is just hate on this airplane. Take a look at this beautiful cabin. Very interesting coating there. Let's go and land here once again at this Mountain Air airport. It's going to be ridiculous. I mean, the whole series of MD-80s is known to good landings. Come on, runway's down there. Oh, that's a glider. You shouldn't be here, idiot. There's a hot air balloon there as well. Good. And there's a runway. We're going to land on it now. Okay. That's got Airbus callouts. Oh, that was a hard landing. Come on, it's time to stop now. Full power into the stopping power. Come on. You should be able to do this. You're an MD-11. What am I saying? Come on, stop now. Please don't run over. Why did the reverse thrust just deploy so late? Okay, now down the hill. That's kind of metaphoric for what this airplane is now. Everybody, the beautiful 717 still falling the way. We haven't stopped falling. Oh, this airplane never really got the love it deserved and never really got a good flight simulator add-on. For some reason, there's a tire here that's inside of the ground. So let's enjoy this last year that we have with the 717. Maybe I'm going to fly this and try to be on the final flight. Everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters. Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Finder, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New York. You've got beautiful names.